Wow, stories.
My girlfriend cheats while we're expecting a baby. But when her affair partner shows up at the hospital, I make sure they both learn the true cost of betrayal. So, I've been in a relationship with Mona for 4 years. We live together and have been happy. We have had arguments here and there, but overall our relationship has been very solid. We're expecting a baby. She is 19 weeks pregnant. It was unexpected, birth control failed. But after reflection, we decided to keep the baby. We both want children and to build a family together. While the baby is coming a few years early, we feel that we are mature and secure enough to be good parents. She really struggled with nausea at the beginning, but luckily it's starting to get better. I try to do my best to support her and help her through it. I stepped up and took over almost all the housework and cooking duties so she can relax at home. To be clear, I've always found feet gross. I just can't help it. I'm not literally scared of them and can even appreciate pretty feet, but I really don't want to touch them or have them touch me. It gives me goosebumps. Mona knows this and used to tease me about it. Recently, she started to complain about sore feet and asked me to massage her feet. So, despite my aversion to feet, I massaged her a few times. The problem is, she now wants foot massages almost every day, and not just quick rubs, but more like 25-minute long sessions. Yesterday, I decided to talk to her. I said that while I love her and she means the world to me, I'm really not comfortable with massaging her feet every day. Maybe we could book a masseuse, or I could prepare foot baths for her. She didn't take it well, and we had an argument. She called me a selfish jerk. She says that hiring a masseuse is a stupid idea because we need to save money for the baby, and it puts my comfort over our child and our future. I tried to explain my point. While we agreed to save money for the baby and buying a house, we make good money, and hiring a masseuse wouldn't endanger our future plans, far from it. She was having none of it and said that if I'm not able to make an effort for her, my girlfriend carrying my child, then I am a shitty partner and will be a shitty parent. She threatened to leave and have the baby without me. She told me to leave her alone. I slept on the couch, and we haven't talked since. She is supposed to spend the weekend with her friend who lives nearby, so she won't be home until tomorrow. I don't know what to do. I am upset and hurt by what Mona said, because I'm really doing everything I can for her to make sure all of her needs are being taken care of and to prepare the best future possible for our child. But she never sees or appreciates it. The fact that she thinks I will be a bad dad is destroying me. It is even worse that she is thinking about leaving and removing me from her life and our future baby. I don't know what to think about all this. Am I being unreasonable? Am I a shitty partner? TLDR. I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend for 4 years. She is 19 weeks pregnant. I'm a bit grossed out by feet. She knows it but wants me to massage her feet. She says I am immature for refusing and is threatening to leave me. I am destroyed. Is it all my fault? Now for a few comments before the update. Comment 1, not your fault. You are allowed to have a weird, gross out reaction to feet. Your girlfriend is allowed to be sore-footed, hormonal, and testy. She isn't, however, allowed to expect you to magically solve your foot issue or to shoot down all of your suggested compromises. She should not be insulting you or your parenting ability. Hiring someone to give a massage or giving her a foot bath are both great compromises. So is buying a vibrating foot massager boot. I hope the two of you are able to make up. Being silent with each other over solvable problems is not good. Comment 2. I get it. I hate feet too. I recommend getting a foot massager or a foot bath for her or a gift certificate for a pregnancy massage, or 2 or 3. I really hate touching feet and am so impressed that you were even able to do it. Try explaining to her again that it's really pushing you outside of your comfort zone and you want to be able to do it, but just can't. And then hand her the alternative. Now for the update. Thanks for sticking around to hear more about my life. So after Mona left to spend the weekend with her friend, Things went from bad to worse. I thought we'd have time to cool off, but instead, she came back with the news. She confessed she'd been seeing someone else for months. Said it started as nothing, just coffee with a coworker, but it turned into more. She was crying, saying she never meant to hurt me, but she felt lonely with me working late and her being sick with the pregnancy. I was floored. I knew we had our issues, but cheating? That hit me like a truck. I couldn't even look at her. She begged me to forgive her, said it was over with the other guy, that it was a huge mistake. She wanted us to go to counseling, to work it out for the sake of our baby. I didn't know what to do. Part of me wanted to throw her out right then and there, but another part, I don't know, felt desperate to keep my family together. Before I could even process all of this, her phone rang. It was her mom, who'd been in the hospital for a while. Her condition had worsened, and she needed surgery. Mona was a wreck. She needed me. And despite everything, I couldn't turn my back on her. So, I drove her to the hospital, stayed with her, tried to be supportive. It was like a bad dream watching her break down, knowing she'd betrayed me, but also seeing her so vulnerable. Her mom made it through the surgery, but it was touch and go for a while. We spent days at the hospital, and in that time, I saw a side of Mona I'd forgotten. The caring, loving person I fell for. It was confusing to say the least. I was still angry, but I also remembered why I loved her. Then, as if we hadn't had enough drama, the other guy showed up. He was another nurse at the hospital, and he didn't know I was the boyfriend. He thought Mona was single. When he found out about me, about the baby, he was as shocked as I was when I found out about him. He apologized, said he never would have gotten involved if he'd known. It was a mess, but seeing him there, it made things real. Mona had lied to both of us. After her mom stabilized, we went home, and that's when I told her. I said I'd forgive her, but things had to change. No more secrets, no more lies. We'd go to counseling, but she had to be all in, for real this time. She agreed, and it felt like maybe, just maybe, we could get past this. But life had one more curveball for us. I got a call from my boss. The company was downsizing, and I was being let go. Just like that. All our financial security, our plans for the baby, the house. It was all up in the air. Mona was scared, and honestly, so was I. But we stuck together. We started cutting costs, looking at our budget, figuring out how we could make it work. It's been pretty hard on us, to say the least. I've been looking for work. Mona's been going to her prenatal appointments, and we've been going to counseling. It's not easy. There are days when I'm so angry I can barely speak to her. But then, there are moments when it feels like we're going to be okay. I guess that's where we're at now. Trying to rebuild trust, dealing with the uncertainty of the future, and preparing for our baby. I never thought I'd be in this position, but here I am, trying to make the best of it.